everybody, and welcome back to the Let's Address It podcast. I am your host, B. Nicole.
And I am your host, Lala. Welcome to our 5th episode.
Yup. How are you feeling today? How was your week?
I am feeling okay this week. It's been a lot. We went out, and it was a lot because I'm not used to going out like that.
Tired, okay?
Yeah, it was a lot. We went on what? Friday, Saturday,
and Sunday? Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot. We was forcing it.
Yeah. And then she wants to go on a vacation at the end of the month, like just, you know.
Well, and don't come to me. You going on vacation after that too. So that's your problem that you want to do double backing 2 in a row.
Not
I don't
double
know,
backing.
baby.
Double backing is crazy.
You know what I mean? 2
like,
in a row.
Not the double backing.
2 in a row.
Because so as long as I'm alive, you know, I'm gonna take that trip. As long as I got the money, the time.
Oh no! Don't lie, because you will take a vacation without the time, ma'am.
Yo, I'll never forget my last job. Once they told me that they will approve me without vacation time, what?
They done messed up when they told you that.
I said, I need the day off.
Yeah, they definitely messed up.
You can go to -40. And when I left the job, I was at -1.
And you was about to put that to the test. Let me see if I can get to -40. I went to
like -20.
That's crazy.
Because one thing about it, 2 things for sure, I'm gonna take my day off.
That is true.
Yeah. I never called out, but I took a day off.
But we had a great, busy weekend, and it was a lot happening. And I will say, to summarize, we had a time, but Boston is way too small. Too many people we knew, too many shenanigans, too much fuckery. But the club / I don't even know if I want to call it club, but
it's all restaurants.
Yeah. It was lit. We had a time. We had a time at Hugh. But I feel like we always do our own thing anyway. So no matter what we do, we still have a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we are the fun crowd. Just saying.
Gosh.
Just saying. But now we had a time, and yeah, the weekend was full of adventures. I would say that. And we're not doing that shit again. Not 3 days in a row.
Yeah,
I can't
definitely not.
I'm getting
Mind you, we went to multiple places in one. Yeah.
How can I forget? And I had food poisoning.
No,
I'm not eating Chipotle for the rest of the week.
Let me tell y'all something. She decided that she wanted to mix drinks and then eat Chipotle. No, you didn't have food poisoning. You just mixed too much shit.
Okay, so to my defense, we went to 3 different spots, and I had two different spots. I had the same drink, same everything. I've been taking the same shot, so it could not been that. When I tell you, I was throwing up and shit, and I didn't know which way it was coming or going. It was a lot, y'all, okay? And I don't even use the bathroom. So for me to use the bathroom, you know, girls don't really use the bathroom. So for me to do that, it was a lot. It was a lot.
What the fuck?
It was a lot.
Anyways, she was upside down in my car. So I know it wasn't. I'm not gonna. Yes, I do. Yeah, I should insert it in the video. But no, I don't. I don't blame Chipotle. I think it was you and your stomach and the mixing of everything.
No, I've been drunk before.
You're not gonna turn it off?
That's my niece, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah, I've been drunk before, and that's not it. Like, when I tell you that's not it, that's not it. I know what my drunk body feels like, and that wasn't it, because I don't get drunk like that. That was definitely food poisoning, for sure.
Is your mic on?
It is.
It's not. Oh, it is.
I'm so done with you.
Listen, I'm traumatized, okay? Last episode, her mic decided it wanted to turn off, die, something, whatever.
It did.
In the middle, technical difficulties.
Because our producer did not charge our mics, but we're working on that. He got one more time and then he's fired.
Oh my goodness, what the fuck?
But yeah. So how was your weekend besides that? Did you have a good time?
I sure did.
Want to elaborate or no? Not really.
No, I just had a great weekend.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that narrows it down for
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm playing.
But yeah, so I got on social media, of course. So lately, the past month, I feel like I've been spending a lot of time on social media.
Mm-hmm.
So I legit canceled my Facebook for the moment and all the other stuff. The only thing that I cannot cancel, cannot get rid of, I don't know why, Lord, it must be the devil, is Instagram. Like, I just like looking at nails, looking at hair, looking at food. Like, I'm addicted. Every food stuff that I see, I want to recreate. I want to make. You know me and my love for food. So nails, hair, all that. So I put a timer on my phone for 2 hours. Mm-hmm. So every day when it hits 2 hours, it goes off. And lately, I have not been hitting 2 hours. Like today, I did it. And
Honestly,
I'm so proud of
funny.
myself.
I've been spending less time on IG.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, the way that people, like, I can post, but, like, I'll go on Instagram, I'll post, and then I get off.
Yeah, same.
Like, people be like, oh, you didn't see what I posted? No, I didn't even, like, I legit, I unlock my phone, I open Instagram, I scroll for 2 minutes, and then I get off.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
I know you have not been on Instagram like that when you went to all the fields and you barely posted anything. Either that or you was hiding for the feds. I wasn't there, y'all, for this time around, so I can't really tell y'all what really went down because I wasn't there. She either had a time she didn't want to post it or she didn't have no time because I wasn't there. So I'm going to go with the second option. I wasn't there, so she didn't have no time.
Nah, I wasn't there. I was like, oh, I miss Laura. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, I just don't go out without her.
And then went back to shaking ass.
Yeah. I was like, well, got to do it for my friend while she's at work.
I wouldn't want it any other way.
But I called you right after, promptly right after.
You did.
2 a.m. let out. I said, let me call my friend.
You did. I was on the phone with you to like, damn near 6 a.m.
That's crazy. I was asleep.
You were asleep? It was AI?
It was AI.
Yeah. How was the food? Because y'all went to 5 different places to get the damn food. You and Dede went and got Chinese food.
Oh shit, we did go get food. Yes, we did. Sorry.
You posted on your Instagram the food too. That's
I forgot about that food.
Was you drunk?
Of course I was. That's why I couldn't drive.
We got to do better.
I know. And I'm not even supposed to drink alcohol.
Yo, y'all went to 4 different places, by the way, and y'all waited almost half an hour in each line to get something. When I'm telling you it took you so long to get home, I was looking like, what are y'all doing? And y'all were still driving.
Well, I remember going to his house.
Yeah.
We got food. Oh, yeah, we did go get the food because I remember
3 different places. You don't remember the chicken?
remember dancing to go into the place. Because I was like, do-do-do-do-do. And I was skipping to go in to pick up the food. And then I remember driving to his house, and I remember falling asleep on his couch for 5 minutes.
I don't think that was 5 minutes.
It was 5 minutes.
But we're going to go with 5.
It was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I said, let me go home. So I went home.
Najee missed you anyway.
Yeah.
You be gone for an hour, and Najee be acting like you've been gone for the whole day.
For the whole year.
Yeah. And now that you're definitely being creative, working from home and being a boss, I think that he's getting really used to you being at home.
Yeah.
So I think he like just wants to be around you all the time. It's like a kid.
Like legit, I'll be working. He'll be under the desk just, and then I have to rub him a little bit, and then he'll go on about his day, and then he'll come back.
You gotta let him go out with other dogs and do other stuff because it's gonna be hard when you go somewhere. Don't you have a trip coming up and you have to leave him somewhere?
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard on you too.
But like the thing is, I don't like. My thing is, I don't know. There was some like virus going around between the dogs. My dog does not need no virus.
Between the dogs, like it's not.
There was like not monkeypox. It was some.
But didn't you see some of the dogs were getting COVID too?
Yeah, fuck that. Now you don't need no COVID. Oh. Them hospital bills be high as shit.
They do.
Every time I go to the vet, it's $300 minimum.
I still don't understand how we can't claim pets in our taxes because that's just a lot. Well, I don't get any tax like that anyways because my child is grown. But still, for people with little kids or animals, you should be able to.
Let me tell you something. That dog is, listen. I knew I loved that damn dog when I was paying $80 for his medicine, $160 for his food.
Yeah.
And everything else, making sure he had all the best treats. And then I was feeding him steak at one point. Crazy.
But she'll go to the restaurant and eat crab legs for the same amount. But we're not going to talk about that. And getting $30 plates and shit.
That's very true. 30.
Yep. But anyway, y'all.
I'll pay any price for food.
Me too. Remember that time we drove to New York just to get food?
Oh, we weren't supposed to tell anybody that.
Yes,
we did. We had
a 3 different spots too to get the different food and brought some food back.
No, but what's bad is we planned it. Mind you, we was eating when we planned it. We went out to eat, got drunk, and said we're going to Philadelphia tomorrow.
Right. We got to stop making plans when we're drunk.
I know.
Because then we feel obligated to follow through the next day, and then we always be into some bullshit.
But we woke up the next day and really went to Philadelphia. Stayed one night there.
Yep.
Had a blast at the bar.
We did.
Came back, went to New York, went to multiple places for food.
We did.
And then came home.
That Rasta pasta is still like,
I know.
That was so good.
When do we go? We'll plan this.
I'm down. After DC.
No, during DC.
That's not bad. It's right there.
Yep.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, anyway, on today's topic, we were going to be talking about setting
boundaries.
I hate that word first.
I love it. Boundaries, 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 boundaries. Platonic and romantic.
Anyways, sure. And we're also going to be talking about Instagram etiquettes and dating apps and things like that. So we have a bunch of stuff going on. So I guess we're going to start off with the boundary topic since you're so happy about it. What you want to say about it? Let's talk about
boundaries are very important, platonic and in relationships. I feel like, a lot of people lack boundaries.
Oh boy.
And we also, no, I'm not even trying to be funny. We lack boundaries. Even myself, I definitely lack boundaries. And I feel like it's hard to set boundaries with people.
Right.
It's very hard to set boundaries with people that you love and stuff like that. Because one thing about it, family is one of the people that you really need to set boundaries with. Because you're always expected to be there.
Mm-hmm.
People are always expecting you to be there.
Mm-hmm.
You can't always be there. We're all human.
Right.
We can't always be there.
Right.
And so setting that boundary of, maybe Mondays is your day where you're just like, I'm turning off from the world.
Right.
Leave me alone.
Right.
It doesn't have to necessarily be like, leave me alone, but don't call me after 6.
Right.
That's my boundary. Don't call me after 6 because that's my time for me.
I have to learn how to do that because I don't have nobody on a set timer. Especially family. They call whenever, wherever. But I just don't like the word boundaries. It just like triggers me for some reason.
Because you lack them.
Fuck you, bitch. I knew you were going to say that, okay? No, listen, if you my man, I don't give a damn. I'm going to do whatever I want.
But even in a relationship, one thing, listen, let's talk about it real quick. One thing that happened to me personally, a nigga did not give me my boundaries. He didn't give me my space. He wanted to.
I do like my space.
Like, it's like he wanted his nose in my asshole at all given times of the day. And that shit drove me fucking nuts.
But that's not boundaries. That's giving me obsession.
No.
I'm going to murder you.
It's a boundary of give me my space. He was crossing a boundary because I never set the boundary of, dude, I need my space. I need time to myself. We don't have to talk all goddamn day.
But see, I disagree with that though. Because I feel like, I don't know. I feel when it comes to that, it's just like, damn, what am I going to say? Like, hey, you can't call me after 10 because I'm going to sleep. I'm setting that boundary. Or I need to be by myself 3 days a week because of this. Because in my opinion, I'm like, damn, do you really need to be in a relationship? If you need to set all these boundaries, do you really need to be in one?
But it's not about like, don't call me. It's just give me my space to where it's like, you're not hounding me. To where it's like,
nah, if you want space from me, you might as well go ahead and be single.
It's not even space. It's just you need to detach from your partner at certain times.
Yeah, that's what you have friends for. And
yes,
you with your friends.
But that's a boundary. You going out, you enjoying your life, that's a boundary. He or she needs to understand we can't always be up under each other. That's how relationships, I feel like, grow apart.
No, that's for sure. I agree with that piece of things. Like, because I feel like I'm a firm believer that, first of all, I want you to have your own friends.
Yes.
I want you to go out with your friends. I want you to have a time. Then I want our own time together. And I definitely want you to have time with your family and stuff. Like, listen.
But that's a boundary.
Please go spend time with your family. Do what you need to do. Tomorrow's not promised. Like,
exactly.
I'm all for that. But I also need my time. But I don't need to be up under you every second of the day or even like checking up on you every second of the day. I'm not that person who
needs that. Yeah. That's a boundary.
Yeah. So I guess
like boundaries don't always have to be like, oh, you crossed the boundary. Like, no, like you need your space. You need that time for yourself. Right. Like, even if it's like an hour a day, like, hey babe, between 3 and 4, like, I mean, when you say it like that, it sounds like a little like sketchy.
Yeah, because I don't want nothing scheduled. Yeah, but I don't want nothing scheduled either. I'm like, oh, every Monday night we're going on a date.
Yeah, like not scheduled, but like just understanding each other. Like, if it was my man or whatever, if he was like, after work, like
when you get one, right?
Shut up.
Okay.
Like
I just want to make sure to see if we're talking present.
Jesus.
Or future.
I would just want him to be You see, you messed me up. In that case, if he was just like, Brett, after work, I just want to relax. I just want time to myself. That's him setting a boundary of, I don't want to play around because we all know I like to play too much.
Mm-hmm.
But that's him setting a boundary of, after I get off work, I just want to relax.
Right. And that's fair.
And that's okay. I get that.
Yeah.
So now if I want to plan something or if I want to do something, okay, maybe after work is not what he wants to do. He works really hard. Let me plan something for the weekend.
But I can't be going to work for 3 hours and talking about setting boundaries. I'm tired of that.
Wish the fucking nigga
Sir, work for 10 hours and come talk to me.
Exactly.
Because that's going to piss me off.
But it's like, yeah, you have to set those boundaries. And then, for instance, like with friendships.
Yeah.
You kind of have to set those boundaries of, girl, no, just not today.
Yeah. And I think that's, for me, out of all things, I feel like the friendship one is the hardest one for me.
Because you feel like you always have to be there for your friends.
Yeah. And then I almost feel like if I'm not there and something happens or whatever, something goes left, I'm like, damn, I was not there for my friend.
Yeah.
Or this happened. If I was there, things would have been different. I don't know. It's always in the back of my head. I struggle more with that than family and friends. Than family. Because there's a lot of family members that I don't really rock with. I'm like, when I tell you, like, if it's going to disturb my peace, if it's going to make me feel away, if the vibe is not there, and if my chakras are a little bit all over the place, I can't do it. Oh, I will unfamily you, unfriend you,
uncousin, unbrother,
everything,
unbrother's
everything, everything. Okay, because I don't have time for it. So I feel like that for me is major. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. Ooh.
I heard that. Your chakras are loose.
See, I already feeling fucking up.
No, but I feel like, and it's crazy because I feel like I'm able to set boundaries more with my friends in a relationship than I am with my friends. Mm-hmm. Like in a relationship, I'm just like, no, like, I don't want to do that.
Because I think you know exactly what you want.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like I'm really good at setting boundaries in a relationship.
See, for me, I've always been a person that's like such a pleaser, right? And I think this goes back to my childhood, like trauma and different things. Growing up, I always felt like I had to be good at this, be good at that, like be great at so many things. Even with like me and my brother, we're so close to age, but we were in the same grade and different stuff like that, right? And I always felt like, in my head, no, but I felt like in my parents, as much as they don't like to admit that, I always felt like there was some type of friendly competition, or like, hey, your brother's doing this, why can't you do it? Or you're doing this, why can't she do it? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's always been those. So it was almost like, why are we competing? Like, we're family. Like, it shouldn't feel like that. But it's just always the comparison. That's what I was looking for with one another. And I think that really like messed me up. And that's why like I go so hard, because I feel like, oh, I have to be great at this. I can't fail, or I can't do this because of that. And that has made me, in a way, like sometimes I feel like weak for certain things, because, and I'll explain, because I feel like everybody's always just like, oh, you're so strong, you do this, you do that, you can do this, you can maneuver, cool. But in that sense, I feel a part of me always feels it goes back to my childhood moment, and I feel like a child all over again, because I feel like I want to please everybody. And those that you love and want to please, that's like family members and things like that, you almost feel like anytime they need something, you jump up and you want to do it. Yeah. Or you do this and you that. It's almost like a sense of like belonging and security. Mm-hmm. And which the older I get, the more I realize that no, it's neither one of those things. And growing up, I felt like there was a lot of like, for me, a lot of like physical and emotional trauma that I really unpack a lot. So for me, I just feel like it's much easier for me to say, fuck it now when it comes to that and family, and just literally I can cut you off. I have people who I don't speak with right now, and we grew up so close. But it's never
one thing,
and it's never about some shit that I did, because I can admit when I'm wrong. Yeah. But for me, I can't stand someone who does not take accountability. So if you're not going to take accountability for what you did, there's no conversation. There's no looking back. And once I don't trust you, I don't care who you are. It's a wrap. because I can't. I know we've talked about this and you said it, but I was like, I can't like re-trust you. It just doesn't work for me. Like, because I'll be like, nigga, remember that time in 1999 at 3:56 you said this? Like, I just can't do it.
3:56 p.m. in 3 seconds.
Yeah, like I just can't do it. Like,
nah,
I'm
honestly, years ago, I would forgive. I would forgive.
Right.
I mean, I still do forgive.
Right.
But one thing I've learned recently, and I'll never forget, I think I was talking to you and somebody else, and they was like, y'all was like, yo, Brittany just don't give a fuck no more. And honestly, someone told me I was cold-hearted. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Once you do some shit that I feel like you're crossing me, we're never coming back. Like, that's it. Once we're out, we're out. You cross a boundary.
Some things that you just can't come back from.
You can't. Like, certain friendships, certain relationships with people, I can't, like, we can't come back from it. Like, you did some weird shit. You said some weird shit. That's it.
And that's okay. And what people don't understand about that is, though, too, it's like, we don't have no beef.
There's no beef. Yeah. It's just, bitch, you're weird.
Yeah. And I don't want to be around weird energy.
Exactly.
And I'm good. I don't have no beef with you. I don't wish you well. I don't wish you bad. Like, I don't wish anything. You know what I'm saying?
No, I wish them well.
You know how sometimes people are like, oh, I wish you well, or
no, I
whatever. Or
I wish you
go to hell, whatever. Like, no, I don't do none of those things.
No, I wish you well.
I do not wish you anything because I'm not wasting my wish on you.
I
don't really care enough.
One thing I will say is, once I forgive somebody, I truly do. Like, anybody who has ever done me wrong or bad, or has done something to cross me, I wish you well.
But what do you do when the same people that's supposed to love you are those people who are hurting you the most? And when I say those
I remove myself from the situation.
When I say those people, I mean, like, it can even be as far as, like, say, parents. Like, what do you do in that situation?
Okay, so, like, my parents are different. Like,
they're love different. Everybody.
But, yeah, like, I don't, like, okay, so I don't want to sound cold-hearted or like an asshole. But there's certain people who, of course, I'm going to have a conversation with. So my parents, for instance, if they do something that, like, is crazy, I'm going to have a conversation with them about it. But if it's, like, somebody who's not bringing anything to my life, you can go. If you're not bringing any growth, any happiness, any peace, you can leave.
It's so hard, though, because for me, my instance, like, the same people that I feel like should be loving on me or should be saying certain things to me, should be lifting me up and doing all those things. Those are the people that always hurt me the most. And those are normally family. And for me, growing up, and also when I had my son, I chose to have a completely different relationship with him. I chose to have open communication. I chose not to sugarcoat shit because life is not going to do that shit for you. I'm not going to be harsh about it, but I'm going to let you know, like, this is what it is. And that way you have a better sense of what's going on, making your own decisions, right? And for me, growing up and I saw a meme that says something, I just laughed because I'm like, yo, it's the fucking trauma.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about basically saying, like, I don't know if these kids nowadays are soft or if we just had so much trauma that we didn't even know that shit was fucking trauma. We just kept it trucking, right? And yeah, for me, like, growing up was not easy. Like, it was not easy dealing with my parents, different homes. And I just kind of like build, like, oh God, I'm gonna sound like Trump, but build a wall.
It's a boundary.
Yeah, like, I kind of built that wall, and it's so hard for people who actually do care about me, and that goes back to relationship, to get close to anything, because I have this wall up, and I could be so cold-hearted. It takes a lot for, like, somebody to break that.
Yeah, if you break that wall.
Yeah, and then that's another thing too, because when that happens, you just feel weak. You're like, am I supposed to feel like this? Why am I breaking this wall for this man or this woman or whoever, right? And then it just becomes a whole thing that I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with, like, being weak for somebody, or, like, having someone who really, like, knows me. Like, that bothers me a lot, because I'm like, damn, this person has that much control over how you feel, how you move.
And I feel like that's why certain things hurt more. So when you put your trust into someone and someone breaks down those walls to get you to be vulnerable, to get you to kind of be yourself,
right?
It kind of it crosses a boundary of, I let you in and you use that, like they don't really. I don't know if it's necessarily them like actually using you to do that, but it's like, for instance, I had someone tell me like, this was at the beginning of when we first started talking. Mm-hmm. I did something. I think I was like texting somebody, whatever. Mm-hmm. And he was like, my goal was to hurt you because that hurt me.
Oh, I don't like that.
You spent years of hurting me because of one little fucking thing that I did that you could have just expressed like, yo, that hurt me.
See, that's malicious. I don't like that.
Exactly.
That does not sit well with my spirit.
Honestly, that's one person who like I feel like I could never trust. No. Like,
why would I?
I can forgive, but trust? Fuck
you better than me because I don't even know if I could forgive. We could just call it truth.
No, because I feel like the day that I forgave is the day that I felt peace. Yeah. But me holding on to that, it wasn't hurting that person. Right. It wasn't hurting nobody around that person. It was hurting me. Right. And so I had to give myself that freedom. Right. Of being at peace.
Yeah, I don't know. Being someone who was basically physically and emotionally abused, like coming up and growing up, and it was hard. It was really hard because I never really understood where basically how could someone not communicate something with someone, right? I think growing up in a home when you come up in that way, it just changes you. It changes your view on things. It changes your view on self-worth, self-love, like a lot of things, because you start questioning like what's wrong with you, or why can't this person communicate how they're supposed to? Like, why are they raising their voice? Why are they putting their hands on you? Like, how is this really happening, right? So for me, I think that I built such a wall that now if I'm like talking to like even like in a relationship, right? I get so frustrated sometimes because if somebody raises their voice, I'm ready to leave. Yeah. Like I'm talking about I'm ready to leave you. Like find me somebody else or whatever. It's just I can't, a part of me can't take it. And then if I sit there and let you talk to me some kind of way because you just talking crazy, it was almost to a point where I like shut down, but then I get so angry at myself for shutting down that I'll either want to fuck somebody up or I want to cry. So I really have to find my space to see where I'm at, to figure out like, is this really worth it? Yeah. Because now if I do this, I may be in this situation here that may look completely different for the rest of my life. So I really have to like sit back and think about how I want to approach certain things. Yeah. Yeah. And for me, that's something that I still struggle with. I feel like went to therapy for it and did everything, and certain stuff still really like triggers me. And I try to have grace for my parents because I feel like more so my dad. I just feel like he never really had that upbringing, and he's basically he's basically doing what he was taught or what he thought it was okay. His mom also died very young age. I don't even think he was double digits when his mom died. Mm. So they were just, thrown with the church people. They stayed at the church and who they grew up with and did whatever. But there's just certain things that I wish that someday we could have conversation about what you said to me, what you've called me, what you've done. It just made me really feel little, if that makes sense. And I think that I chose to forgive and move on and do different things, but it's never really talked about. So
I hope the mic didn't pick that up. That sounded nasty.
And when certain stuff comes up or whatever, it still triggers me. So I think that's all of that.
But that's another boundary. Yeah. And I feel like boundaries don't have to be huge. Yeah. They can be small boundaries. Like, for instance, I have a friend and he had said something to me. He was like, my girl did this. And to me, it was like, that's so small. Nothing, right. But to him, it was a big thing. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wow, like, that's a big thing to you? That's little to me. Right. But I understood, like, okay, that's your boundary. Right. And, okay, she crossed it. Have a conversation with her about it. Right. But there's not really, everybody has, like, their boundaries, and we have to respect people's boundaries.
Right.
Or it's just, you know. All right, well, I mean, we know you don't like the word boundary. I like the word boundary.
And I'm also the person that does not like to be told what to do.
I don't like to be told what to do either.
But I do like a nigga that be trying, because I be like, oh, you so cute. I ain't gonna listen, but you so cute.
No, I listen.
But I don't know. I listen to an extent. Like, I could be submissive, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm so used to doing shit by myself that I feel like you can't tell me what to do.
I listen. Depending, like, of course, like, if it's my man, I'm gonna listen. But it, like, depends. Like, I don't know. I've never been with the man that, let me think. Okay, I've never been with the man that's like, oh, you can't wear that. Yeah. Where are you going? Yeah. Because that's right there. That'd be like, all right, yeah.
Right. Draw the line.
New nigga me, please.
Not the new nigga me.
Yeah. But like, they want you to feel sexy. Like, go out, do this, do that.
Right.
You know, like, that's what I need. Because once you tell me to wear something.
Right.
Are you?
Since we're on the topic of new nigga me, have you ever tried any like dating apps to get a new nigga? Or I feel like I've never really been on one of those. I created one time, but that was only because I wanted to see what was out there. But I never really swiped or looked at anything. And I was looking at it, I'm like, there's definitely piss in this water. I'm like, this cannot be what God sent us.
No, I did meet someone. I met someone that I really
okay, we get the point.
That I really liked off a dating app.
Really?
Yes. And it's so funny because we actually followed each other on IG before, and we didn't know. So we matched on the dating app. And first and foremost, I'm probably not supposed to tell this story, but
too late.
When we met on the dating app, I remember telling him, I was like, honestly, because, okay, so I had the dating app, but I never actually used it. Like, we would have 2 conversations and I would just ghost, as people would say.
Yeah.
But I had seen him and I was like, ooh. And so he had DM, well, whatever it's called on there, message me.
Yeah.
And he had said something and I was like, honestly, if you don't like follow me on IG, we're probably never going to speak again.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, yo, we follow each other on IG. And I remember I had asked you about that said person.
Oh, you're
and you were like, oh yeah, that's my friend, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but I had forgot about him.
Right.
And then when I
was waiting for me to give you some deep tea. I was like,
no, I wasn't. I honestly wasn't. Like, I was like, oh, he's cute. Like, who is that?
And I was like,
I think he followed me and I was like, who is this? And then I remember we matched or whatever. And so I told him that. And then he was like, yo, that's crazy. We follow each other on IG.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's your Instagram? And he sent it again. And I was like, this is the dude that I asked Laura about. So then I asked you again. And I was like, yo, what's up with this dude? And yeah.
Yeah, don't be bringing me into your bullshit. But yeah, I was like, yep, nice guy. But you got more tea out of him than I did. I was like, oh, this happened to you. I didn't even know. But that's
and then I was like, I was scrolling. I was a little like not skeptical, but
you guys call it what it was. No, sir.
I was a little skeptical. I was like, I don't know. And then I was like, I'm gonna try it.
That nigga said,
put my toe in the water. I was like, oh
God,
I like it. Let me put the rest.
I don't know. I've never really met anyone. Let me think. No, I never really met anyone online that I've actually dated that I did not know prior to being like online. I've met some great people, created some great friendships. Like, I've met some really good people, but
no, I've never really
like
him. The
fuck you did. Yeah, see, I never really. I don't know. I never really liked doing that. Like, I don't know. I can't. Till this day, like, it don't matter how much I like you. I don't think that, like, obviously not till this day because whatever. But I'm saying, like, I would not reach out to somebody on the DM. Like, I've always been scared to do that. I don't know if it's because I'm afraid of, like, maybe, I mean, I'm fine as fuck. So I don't think I would get rejected. So I don't understand what it would be. But everybody has their different stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't want to be that person at the other end. Like, if somebody don't ask, I'm probably never going to ask.
Yeah,
like,
but it's funny because that same person, I had DM'd him.
You slid in that nigga's DM?
It wasn't that I slid in his DM. He had posted something.
What did you do? Drop a basketball in there and say how did it
No, he had posted something. I think he had like a comb or some shit in his beard. And I was like, LOL, not the comb in the beard. Like, just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And like he sent the crying face and that was it. And I was just like, that was so cringy. Like,
you were so cringy. That's what you said to somebody? You thought that was a pickup line?
I thought it was gonna spark a conversation and it didn't.
Well, he was gonna say, "Yeah, I like your beard too."
No, the fuck. I don't know. I thought he was gonna be like, "What's up?" Like something.
Like,
I don't know.
No.
And he didn't. And so
yeah, that was not gonna go well.
Did he technically curve me?
I'm
gonna ask him.
No, he actually did a crying phase. It was up to you to come up with the next conversation, seeing you reached out first.
You're right.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna ask. Did you curve me?
30 years later, you still want to know? It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'm not with the DMs. I get so many wild shit in my DM, bro, that I'm just save me, please.
I get the most unhinged DMs. Okay.
And it's always the married niggas that want to empty the clip. Let's talk about that, okay? The single niggas don't never be like, they be like, hey, on my like 10 of your photos in a row. But
the married niggas, they be like, hey, beautiful, I love you. Like,
sir, still scrolling like with the answer and shit.
Aren't you married?
Yeah, I don't know. Marriage don't mean much these days.
Marriage, this is the problem.
Oh, shit.
People look at marriage and they're like, oh, once I get married, like, oh, he's not
like
gonna
as soon as you get the title, that shit's gonna change everything.
Like, you think that's gonna change the nigga? No, it's not. If your nigga's cheating before he gets married,
says he gonna cheat right in between and
after, and don't die on the nigga because he really gonna cheat.
I was thinking that even in the afterlife, yo.
Exactly. Like,
not me. Marriage. Can we talk about that? If I die, my nigga needs to be single till he come up there and see me, because
if I die, baby, come with me.
See,
I'm coming back to get you, sweetheart.
That's exactly how I feel. But I didn't want to say all that. But no, I will say that if you do stay down here by yourself and I see you trying to talk to anybody, I'm gonna poke you every fucking time. It'd be like a rag doll. Like, what you doing? Like,
Gavin, get your ass off.
Be like, oop.
Nah, every time the girl comes in,
facts. I'm gonna trip her a little bit every time I go. Walk.
You need to. I'm coming to pick you up.
I agree.
Like, God, can we go get my
death do us part? Because that's what you said.
I'll be like, God, can we go get my friend?
Pick him up on the way. Please don't pick me up. Pick somebody else up.
No, I don't want you.
No,
he needs to come with me.
Thank God.
If you think you slinging that to somebody else, no.
So that's what it really was. It wasn't his personality. It was just the dick. You didn't want him swinging the dick.
No, it's not that. I like the personality, but the dick is the bonus. Please. So you need to come with me.
I can't.
No.
So would you still take him to come with you to heaven without the P?
Yes. Okay. I just need you with me.
Okay.
Just to make sure that nobody else is using.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that one left quickly.
Very left. But let's make it right.
Okay. So again, with the whole slit in the DM, like I cannot do. Like I'm all set. I don't want to do it. Like, and sometimes when people do it too, I'm just like, ugh. I just don't want to be bothered. I'd rather talk to people in person. I'm still old school. I'd rather do that. And I'd rather do like texts, to be honest with you, to get to know you, then do conversations. But also, like, if I really like you have access, I want to FaceTime you all day, every day, baby. We finna FaceTime because
oh my goodness,
what is you doing? Because you're my man,
That's a boundary. But anyways,
it's not. He loves it.
But I feel like
don't get it twisted.
If you basically, okay, so for instance, like, of course I've slid in DM.
Right.
It's just okay, for example, like
okay. Whose DM did you slid in?
I slid in DMs before.
That's bullshit.
No, I really
slid in a nigga's DM?
Yeah. I've slid in a few DMs.
A few?
Yeah. So like the first dude, I'll never forget, I was at work. This was years ago. I think I was going through a breakup. Yeah, I was. I was going through that.
You was bored?
No. I was like, you know what? Fuck that nigga.
She was bored, y'all.
I was on my, big shit.
6'4" nigga.
Yep. And I had like slid in his DM like, what's up? Like, not what's up, because that sounds like I'm trying to fuck. But it was more so like, I wish I could scroll up, but I can't.
Yeah.
But I basically was like, hey, are you single? Or some shit like that.
Straight to the point, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we started like chit chatting and whatever. The second dude whose DM I slid in, I seen him somewhere, And I DM'd him and I was like, hey, I have a question. May seem a little, straight to the point.
Right.
So I was like, are you single? And he was like, yeah, who's asking? And I was like, the blueprint herself.
Oh, now we're using blueprint. That's crazy.
Because I needed to understand, like, I want you. And we talked for a little bit, but he was a hoe.
Yeah, most men. Yeah. That's why I'm so glad I got me a good one. Thank the Lord Jesus. Let's praise. I love my me and
Sorry,
my man.
I fell asleep.
Okay, anyway. Okay, so that which brings me to, like, do you have any Instagram etiquettes? Because Lord knows. Can I just say, fellas, stop sending the fucking dick pics. Like, we do not care for them.
In a long time.
All right, start sending them to her.
Don't do that shit.
Because I don't want them. But it's just weird. Like, it's just weird.
I think the weirdest.
And sometimes it don't even be great angles. And if you're going to send it, especially like standing up or some shit, make sure your ankles are not ashy and your feet's put together. Your floor is clean. Yeah, how they be with the picture?
Like, ew, the fuck? Put your feet away. Feet like God. Shit. Like, the fuck?
I'm dead.
What's wrong with your toes?
I cannot. Okay.
But what's it called? That fucked me up. No, I think the craziest dick pic I got, this dude sent me a video of him and this girl fucking. And he was like, this could be you.
Oh, nigga thought that would turn you on?
I was like, oh my God. I said, oh shit.
That's wild behavior. Yeah, that's so crazy. I was like, this
poor girl don't even probably know she's being recorded.
No, that's crazy. And then to tell me that could be me is crazy. Because, nigga, what are you finna do with me? That you finna put out there?
About to go record a video of me?
So what would you say are some Instagram etiquettes that you give out to people? Like do's and don'ts.
Oh, this is perfect.
Like do's and don'ts. What?
So,
oh, shit.
This person just DM'd me.
Oh, not this person. Just
I posted something. And... Never mind, I can't read that. That's crazy.
Nah, summarize it.
Okay. So I basically posted that I like my man in work boots. Okay. And he sent me a picture of him with work boots and goes, I would like this for you. Like, sir, no. Not you in work boots. The person that I want in work boots. That was what makes the difference. So, yeah, always hit different when somebody you want versus somebody who you don't want. Because when you don't want that person, they be like, ew. Everything they say just sounds disgusting. They be like, why are you talking to me? Yeah, but I would say, ladies and gentlemen, please do not send at least I'm going to speak for a female perspective. Because, don't send me your little people. Yeah, don't send no dick pics. And please clean up your house when you're sending some shit too. Because ashy ankles, ashy floor, just everything is just ashy. Ashy floor is crazy. It's just, I can't ashy do it. Ashy floor with the white refrigerator. Yeah. And do not the white refrigerator. And also, like, talk to people. Don't just, like, I get DMs. It's just like, no, good morning. No, how are you? No, nothing. It's just like, can I eat your pussy? Sir, I don't even know you. For real. Like, I don't even know you. And you didn't even say good morning. You probably didn't even brush your teeth. Talking about eating somebody out is crazy that early. I know. So, yeah. Because I don't know if that shit's ever worked for y'all or whatever, but I'm not finna be like, even if I didn't have a nigga, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, come eat me out. Like, you think people like desperate to just get their vagina ate? It's crazy. I'm trying to actually find like an example. Oh, perfect. Here's one that I got. Stop. The fact that she's going through her phone right now and there's so much fuckery going on in there that she's finding multiple shit is beyond me. I had to search. That's why I said my DM is broken. Don't do it. It's not working. He said, good morning, beautiful. This is going to be a crazy approach, but I want to fuck you in all kinds of ways. Please let me take you to dinner. Please let me take you to dinner Friday because I'm tired of seeing you on my timeline and watching your stories knowing you're not mine. Ooh. And he sent me my own picture. Ooh. Yeah. But, like, trust me, I get very... So, what was the answer? No, I never went out. Was he cute? I can't fucking remember. He must not have been. Probably not. Yeah, because I feel like that was somewhat of like a little bit, it was a little spicy in the beginning, but at least he was just like, hey, let me take you to dinner. I want to get to know you kind of stuff. No, you had a whole paragraph. And make me dinner. That's not a bad idea.
with who you want. I'm just saying. Yeah.
But not
be
just
dinner, be dessert, all of that. Okay,
sorry.
so
I'm
do not.
A lot of screenshots.
Yeah. Let's not go through your DM. We'll be here till tomorrow. So yeah. So what are some things that you do encourage people to do if they are going to reach out in a DM? Like I would say, like introduce yourself, say hello, because I hate when people don't say hello and go straight to the point. That would drive me. I like when people get straight to the point. Because what the fuck are you in my DMs for? What do you want? What's your intentions here? But you don't want a nigga to be like, hey Britt, or like, hi, how are you? No. You're just like, I want to fuck.
No, absolutely not. Don't get straight to the point like that. But just be like, hey, how are you?
See, yeah. So that's an introduction. Like,
but then I really don't even want that. Like, okay, I shouldn't say this. I don't even want that.
Guys, she's the reason why a lot of men do not know what the hell they should be doing.
Yeah, like no, you just gotta be nice about it. Like, just
like I want to eat your pussy, please.
No.
Oh, I don't know how nice you was talking.
Wait for her to post something and be like, hey, like you're beautiful, or just something simple. You don't gotta be like, oh yeah, you're beautiful. Let me eat your pussy, because it's like, no,
please. I don't know if that made it better.
Is not gonna fix it.
Oh, okay.
Just crazy.
All right.
It just makes me feel like you got something. Like you might as well put in your bio, I got some shit.
Well, niggas got in their bio that they eat pussy every day. So what is the difference? I remember a time when niggas were scared to say they eat pussy. Now they be like, I eat pussy in their bios.
I know, wearing the shirts, I eat pussy.
Right.
Why did I say it
all right. I know. Say it with a Haitian accent. Pussy.
I feel asleep. Anyway,
shout out to my Zoes.
Anyways, let's talk about the question of the day.
What is it?
So she basically asked, I guess there's a little shorty bot that she got on Instagram.
Shorty do what?
I like calling men shorties. I don't know why. She wants to approach him, and she wants to know how she should approach him.
On Instagram?
Yeah. So I mean, I would say if you're not comfortable, sliding his DM. Yeah. I can type you up some shit, okay?
She can. That's a fact. Yo. That's a fact. Yes.
Listen, I know how to type up some shit, okay?
She do.
And
then she sends it, just so y'all clear, she'll send it on a whole note to make sure everybody edit that shit in the group chat. All of us will be in that group chat laughing about it later, just so y'all know.
Let's look at the response screenshot. Boom.
Yep.
But no, I've had people ask me to write them text messages like, oh, I need a spicy text message. Got you, boo.
Oh, this is what we doing? You getting paid for that?
No.
Oh, you should start.
Okay, I'll start charging.
Don't fucking look at me. I don't ask you for no spicy shit. I just want 10%.
Whatever.
I'll get you all the gigs.
I can't.
But I don't know. As a female, I know the question was, as a female, how do I approach a guy I follow on Instagram?
I would just laugh at his stories, like a few pictures if you're a little scared.
Yeah. I'm going to say don't. I don't know. I'm old school.
No, because you know how many chances you miss out on not approaching people?
I get that, but I also feel like you're the one with some balls. Use them. And if you fuck with me, just tell me you fuck with me. Like, I don't need to go tell you I fuck with you. As a man, I feel like you should be approaching me.
Gotta just have superpowers and just
be
able to reach your brain.
You should be. No, if you find me attractive, then you will. So if I feel like if I'm on your shit, then you ain't never notice me unless you don't follow me. But you ain't never noticed me, that means you're not interested. Because niggas be liking all the hoes.
But it's like think about this. Maybe he is interested, but maybe he's thinking the same thing. Maybe he's like, dang, I'm not going to approach her because what if she curves me or something?
I guess we're going to be some non-talking motherfuckers because niggas grow up.
So many people can miss out on their soulmate by not approaching people. Like, I used to be a firm believer, like, I'm not approaching no man. Until somebody told me, they was like, yo, you might miss out on a good person because you're too scared to approach them first.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that.
Even outside. Like, I used to be like, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Before, like, years ago, I used to be like, do the blinking a couple times. Looking fucking stupid.
What the fuck is wrong with your eye? That's what the hell I was looking at you right now.
Looking fucking stupid. Niggas
trying to wink. I can't even wink now. It's into my adult life. Never mind trying to do that shit back in the day.
Yeah, but now, like, I don't know, I got a little heart. I'm like, hey, how are you?
Oh, you grew some heart. Yeah, I'm not there yet. I don't want to. I mean, I don't know. If you let my man tell you, you'd be like, I approach him, but I really didn't. So I don't know. I don't like to. I like for a man to approach me. Like, I don't want to do all that. But I'm a firm believer that I feel like a man's supposed to be a provider, protector, and all that. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to add to all of that. But I just feel like I like to be in that space. I like to feel like, my nigga gonna come get me. Like, I don't want to do it. Like, because then if I feel like if I go and try to do that and talk to you, and then you don't turn out, I don't know. I just feel like there's so many femininity in that, because I feel like if I go and talk to you, whatever, I feel like, okay, now you know, like, I like you or whatever. And if you really like me, I feel like you're going to give him a little more. Then I just feel like I'm the dominant one in this. And then if I start to feel like I'm dominant, then I don't want it.
Like, I will shoot my shot, but then, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, let me take you on a date. Like, no, it's like, yo, like, what's up? Like, I think you're cute. Like, I'm going to open that initial, open the screen door. Sis, and you're going to have to open the front door.
Sis, don't do it. If he wanted to, he would have. So if he has not noticed you,
don't listen to her.
Don't do it.
You might be missing out on your soulmate, girl.
You just ain't. What's meant for you will always be for you, okay? So you're not going to miss out on your soulmate. And if he really is your soulmate, he'll be here after all these hoes. So it don't even matter.
I think you should do it.
I'm just saying.
Depending on how bad you want it, or if you feel like, if you feel comfortable enough, I think you should do it. Yeah. And I think more females should shoot their shot. Because I feel like, men, especially on IG now, they're probably like, oh, she got mad niggas on her DM. Right. And in reality, you might be that one man that might get through.
And you might be right. She might have a lot of niggas in the DM, but you just might make the cut.
Or she might be thinking he got a bunch of bitches in his DM. And I shouldn't say bitches. He might have a lot of females in his DMs. And then you might be that one that's like, I like her. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, just shoot y'all shot. It's 2024.
Y'all heard it here. My DM's broke, so don't shoot your shot, but send everything else to her.
My DMs is broke. Fuck that. Don't DM me.
Oh, man. Well.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in for yet another episode of the Let's Address It podcast. Yes. Again, I'm your host, B. Nicole.
And we are signing out with the greatest.
Laura, who are you?
I was just saying the greatest, the GOAT. Me.
Oh, turn this off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
You're a hater.
Turn it off.
Hater. I was trying.